I'm home. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Okay, I had 2 questions come in about mirrors, so I'm going to answer those real quick. Then I think I'm going to take a meander to the bar. I think I need a drink. It's been a really long day. And then just kind of take a look around the resort a little bit. Probably won't share any of the resort until a little bit later in the week after I've actually, I was gonna say lived here, gone through the motions and everything and just kind of get a feel for how everything is working right now. All right, so I'm gonna break this up into 3 different sections. So, and it's all gonna have a starting point. So from scanning in to actually boarding a bus, it took 4 minutes. From scanning in on the bus and actually leaving the airport, that took 19 minutes. From scanning in to actually arriving at my resort, a little under an hour. I am staying at All Star Sports this time, and it was the first stop of the 3 All-Star resorts. So yes, it does. Mears Connect will service all of the Walt Disney World resorts, and it will also service resorts that are in either the Disney Springs area, Bonnet Creek area as well. So Mears has more options if you're staying in the direct area of Walt Disney World. So yesterday was my day before, and I received an email with the QR code. As soon as I arrived in Orlando and I turned off my airplane mode on my phone, I received a text as well with a link to go to my QR code also. Quick walk through, I am in building 10, and I'm literally steps away from the lobby, dining, transportation, all of that. So I'm very excited about that. It's also really cool to see I am in the football area and walking up and seeing a lot of people play football on the turf and also soccer, which is really cool. I love that kind of energy, and there's a lot of great energy happening tonight. But now I am having a dinner of champions, just theme park pizza, and then a beer. Good morning from Epcot. All right, I am rope dropping. Remy's ready to adventure this morning. I do not have Genie Plus in this park today. I am literally going to be mainly focusing on Festival of the Holidays today. So I will be taking you around and showing you things all day long. Let me see here. Okay, normally I would rope drop the e-ticket ride. In this park, the e-ticket ride is Guardians of the Galaxy, but it is only by virtual queue, which I got 15 boarding group today. So I will be riding that very early in the morning, getting my juices running. I started really early this morning. I'll go over all of the specifics here in a little bit, but I'm going to show you how close I am from rope dropping, and I started at 7 a.m. this morning. Walcott. Nobody in front of us. They're holding us here at the line. All right, so right there is the Seas with Nemo. Straight ahead is going to be the Land Pavilion. I'm going to turn you around and show you. So that is the sea of people waiting to rope drop whatever ride that they're heading to first. So 10 minutes. I have shin splints already. If you are staying at a Skyliner resort, you are going to be dropped off at the back of the park, which is going to be way more advantageous to you. You have a much shorter walk, and you're really going to be able to get in line a lot earlier. So whenever you come out of International Gateway, you're going to take a right immediately and go over the bridge to go to France, and then go from there. So when I got in line, the line is extremely long, and the posted was at 35 minutes. Oh my word. My boarding group just got called. Are you kidding me? That need to hear it? Okay, I still get... So right now, I just got out of Remy's. My boarding group ends in 10 minutes. I'm literally hoofing it across World Showcase to get there in time. But this is the kind of stuff that I like to experience so that I can let you know. I promise it's okay. I am going to ask the questions when I get there. What happens if you're in a ride? What happens if you miss it? The grace period and all of that kind of stuff. But right now, it's the first day. It's literally the first 2 hours of my trip, and I am out of breath and my shins hurt. It's 10 minutes late. Oh my word, I'm sweating. It is so humid out. Okay, so I just asked the cast member what the grace period is. Grace period is actually an hour. So it's an hour if you miss it. If you miss it like further down and they can see that you had a boarding group, they will try to accommodate and fit you in throughout the day. So good to know. All right, so starting as early as I did, from beginning to end, it took 40 minutes. As soon as I got into the queue, the ride weight jumped up to 75. As soon as the park opened to all guests, the ride weight jumped up to 105. I write so much. I don't even know music that well. I'm gonna have to look up to see what song I got, but there's a holiday track now for the start of the Festival of the Holidays. Oh my God, it was so liberating. We're traveling soon because I've had a few of you talk to me that you're going to be here like within the next week. If the weather stays the same, this morning when I woke up it was 71 degrees. It is now 76 degrees and it is hot and humid. I am in a t-shirt and shorts and it's perfect. I am still sweating just a little bit. For those of you that need to know, I have a post in my feed about what the weather or how to dress, for the different temperatures. The sun isn't blaring down for me. It's going to be overcast pretty much all week, so I know that I don't need a cooling towel. However, if I had like a misting fan, a portable fan, or just like a handheld fan, that is going to do wonders. Woo, what a morning. Okay, I can finally slow down, and now we're about to begin the Festival of the Holidays. All right, so when you come in for the holiday season, or for any festival for that matter, you're gonna grab your festival passport. This is gonna have all of the food booths, all the holiday kitchens in here, and then today my favorite is going to be the cookie stroll. We are literally gonna get drunk on cookies today. That's basically what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have a few of my favorite holiday drinks as well, like alcoholic drinks, so we're gonna go all around World Showcase. We're gonna go to, I've already picked out the few booths that I wanna eat at, the things that I wanna eat, so are we ready? Let's go have a merry, magical Epcot day. A little bit of a hint of a spice to it, but not overpowering. The crema makes it just like come alive. It's just so bright whenever you have it, and then the salsa verde just gives it that little bit of a kick. The braised beef isn't overly done, and it seems to be getting mixed in with the black beans, but I can tell it's there as far as the taste profile goes. Everything together is amazing. I did have it with a bite of the pickled onions, and the pickled onions just gives it another texture, not necessarily another flavor. So just having that crunch in there is just another added thing. So I really like this, and for $10.50, you really got a big portion of it. Festival thing on my list was the Joffrey's horchata cold brew. Woo! This was $6.75, $6.25. I'll double check, but let's see. Oh yeah, nice and thick. Oh, all those horchata spices are at the bottom. I need to stir it up a little bit. Has a weird finish on it. Still good though. And then a ton of cinnamon on top as well. I think that's what it is. I think there's so much cinnamon on the back end, and that's where it is. But now I'm about to sit down and watch some live holiday music. Get in the spirit. I will say, now that I like stirred everything up, this sucker is strong. I'm literally going to be like zzz, a little bit later. So if you want the horchata taste the entire time, then don't stir it up. Let it sit at the bottom and just suck it up with the coffee and that kind of thing. So yeah, this bad boy is strong.
That sounds all right. Come on, you can help us sing it. You are good and your mercy enduring forever. It's a real simple song. We're going to teach it to you. Oh, lift them up, y'all. What's the highest praise? Hallelujah, hallelujah.
The day for the cookie stroll is the alfajores. Hope I said that right. All right, which is a vanilla cookie with dulce de leche and coconut. They did forget to put the coconut on it, but it is okay. I will say this thing fell apart. Like, it is super, super soft. All right, but there you go. So you can see the dulce de leche all right here. And this thing is messy. This thing like falls apart in your hand, so be wary. This is a very rich cookie, and I mean very rich. Definitely gonna need like some coffee to cut it, or just a drink in general. So the cookie itself is extremely thick. The taste of it is really good. Goodness. Okay, so within World Showcase, each country is going to have entertainment, and it's either going to be a storyteller from that country and or a tradition that they do at the holiday. So far, I have been to France and seen Père Noël, and then I just saw Father Christmas at the United Kingdom. They are funny and make jokes, interact with you, and then also give you great history. And this is just stuff I love learning about because I love to travel so much.
I have to admit, I don't blame you. The hanging of the mistletoe is among one of our oldest, and I might add, one of our most popular traditions. It dates back to the ancient Druid ceremonials of the winter solstice. Each time a kiss was claimed under the bough, the young couple would pick a berry until there were no more berries left. And so, my friend, here's wishing you a bough with many, many berries indeed.
I just met Santa. I feel like I'm 5 years old. That was the best interaction ever. Oh my gosh. The stop was the Bavaria Kitchen in Germany. So I got the Linzer cookie, which is extremely soft. It already fell apart. I didn't even get to take a picture of it because it fell apart. So it does have like a cherry center, and the cookie itself is very soft. And the cherry center is really good. This cookie was also $3. I also got the Glühwein, and it's a hot Glühwein, so a hot spiced wine. Whoa, that thing is so strong. You've got that red, deep red taste up front. You really get a lot of currant. That cinnamon stick in there is really giving it a kick. This is going to be very strong, so this is not sweet whatsoever. On those cool nights, this will be a really good thing to have, but right now it's still pretty hot. But it's still really good. But I like Glühwein. I love spice wine. It just brings in the season for me, and this was $9.50. It's giving me so much trouble unloading my stories today, so we're going to make this short and sweet. All right, so I had the black and white cookie. I had the Snickers cookie from Canada. I had the gingerbread cookie from the Odyssey. Okay, first things to take out is these cookies are huge and they are extremely rich, absolutely shareable. Each cookie throughout the cookie stroll is going to be $3 a piece, so it's going to be $15 to do this. At the end, what you're going to do is you're going to take your booklet and make sure you have all of your stamps, and then you're going to claim your prize. And this is going to be at the Sweets and Treats booth, which is going to be coming out of World Showcase right here on your right. So you're going to get a cookie in a package that's going to say the Festival of the Holidays and a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday pin. So it's so cool. Last thing, you do not have to do this all in one day. So if you're park hopping, just as long as you have your booklet and your stamps, you are good to go. Two takeaways from today. Number one, if you think you got enough napkins for whatever, any of the food or any of the cookies, double it. The napkins are extremely, extremely thin. Number two, remember earlier in the week when I showed you all the bags that I was going to be bringing instead of a backpack? Yep, I'm regretting it. It is easier, yes, to have, but I have things like I don't have enough hands. I don't have enough hands for everything, and I may need a little bit more than the normal person because I've got chargers and phones and cameras, and all of that kind of stuff, but I have no place to put extra snacks. I have no place to hold the water or anything like that, so I'm going to be going back to a backpack. Y'all, I just watched the candlelight processional. That was absolutely magical. If you love Christmas carols and you love to be in the spirit of it, it was so moving. And when the conductor turned around and the entire audience sang Silent Night, literally brought me to tears. I have goosebumps. The energy in the theater was just amazing. I also got to sit next to a cultural cast member. She's actually from Canada, so we sat there and we talked for the beginning of the show, like as we were waiting for it to start. I learned so much. And this is actually the second cast member that I've met today that I've actually sat and I talked to. I love talking to cast members so much. begins. I am sitting in the Connections Cafe, which is the Starbucks, and I'm charging my phone. Up against the wall, as you can see, there's charging stations. If I know how to point, they're right there. You can plug in or just have your cord. And I forgot my block today. Today was just a hot mess. First day back at the parks is always hard for me to get into the groove of things, so I hope that everything flowed well today. I was having some major issues with stories being loaded, but this is like, I mean, the music in here, I absolutely love it. Just every single time I come in, it just makes me want to move. But I am ready for Harmonious. I haven't seen it in so long, and I'm so sad that it's going away when the 50th ends. But hopefully the next one that comes will be just as good. So I'm going to sit here for just a little bit, and then we'll see me in Harmonious. Been a merry, magical day in Epcot today for my first day. I hope you enjoyed this first day. I'm sorry my stories were all jumbled and not as many. Hopefully, Instagram will cooperate with me a little bit more tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow is Animal Kingdom. I will be rope dropping Flight of Passage and checking out all of that stuff. So, thank you so much for following along, and y'all have a magical night. Very early morning in Animal Kingdom. We are very close. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, right there. We're about to go in and rope drop Flight of Passage. I am working on my YouTube video on how to rope drop every e-ticket ride in each park. So this morning is going to be hectic. Off Flight of Passage, it is 7:50 in the morning. Navi River Journey is sitting at a 20-minute wait, and this is another ride that gets a very long wait. So I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm right here, knock it out. I just decided that I'm just going to try and knock out as many as I can early in the morning to see if I can get it done. Okay, park just officially opened 5 minutes ago. Flight of Passage is sitting at an 80-minute wait. I'm pretty sure within the next 30 minutes, because they're just now letting everybody else into the park, that it's going to jump up again. Let's see here. Navi River Journey is still sitting at a 20, but I can see the crowd that has just been let into the park in front of me. The Safari is sitting at a 20-minute wait, and that is what I'm heading to next, because it is early in the morning, and that is when a lot of the animals are out. So I'm going to try and ride that. After that, I plan on hopefully hitting up Everest with a very short wait. And I really, besides Dinosaur, almost hit every single major ride in this park.
Between 16 and 20 feet tall. A big part of that extreme height is their massively long neck, which despite being so long, only contains 7 vertebrae, just like the neck of a human. We can tell that those are a Maasai giraffe from their spots. Their spots are more spread out and less than 20 hours out of the day. That doesn't necessarily mean sleeping. They may just be lying in around watching over their territory. Although quite often it does mean sleeping, as you can see.
Hi, Mickey!
loss of traction.
Four-wheel drive, move it!
Warning, meteor strike.
Evasive maneuver!
It's 10:01 in the morning. I am on Dinosaur, which is the last attraction. 2 hours after official park opening, I have done all the actual rides in the park. I'll go over logistics in a minute. Good morning, Kevin. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh. Yes.
And the compliment.
Oh. Thank you so much.
She actually doesn't eat chocolate anymore.
Me, I totally forgot about Cali River Rapids. I'm not ready to get wet just yet, but if I wanted to try and knock it out quickly, I could, because right now it is still sitting at a 10-minute wait, so it would just literally be a walk-on. Then I would officially have gone all the attractions, actual rides. Disney Crazy Brain information. Okay, here we go. Number one, as you can tell, I'm in a different outfit. I had to come back to the resort and take a 2-hour nap. So I have been go, go, go since I got here. So I am really beginning to learn my schedule, and that schedule starts with my arrival day. So arrival day for me is usually early. Even though I can't get into a room early, at least I'm here, I'm settled, I'm not trying to rush, which is what it felt like on my arrival day, because I did not get here to the resort until almost 6:30, 7 o'clock. I tried out a different time frame as far as my flight goes, and yep, I don't like it. So from now on, I will be getting here early and not so late in the day. I like to get to the resort, walk around it, get acclimated, kind of feel like I'm resting, sit by the pool, that kind of thing. And I had none of that. Not to mention, I'm an overly excited person, so the anticipation of being here and being ready to do everything, I didn't give myself enough downtime to be able to go to bed. So I literally could not go to sleep last night until late. And then I had to get up, the arrival day. So the next day I rope drop a ride. So I was up at the crack of dawn. I think I was up at like 5:45, 6 o'clock, and then had a full day at Epcot, full day. And then didn't get back to the resort until 11 o'clock last night. Woke up this morning at 5:45 because I rope dropped Animal Kingdom, and I was at the buses this morning super early to see how early the first bus gets here, which I'll go into that in just a minute. But so just keep that in mind when you are picking when you're going to get here on your arrival day, if you have the ability to do that. For me, earlier flights are better. So this morning for rope dropping Flight of Passage, my initial thought was just to rope drop it and then just kind of go from there. Well, I saw how low the ride weights were, and I just had spur of the moment idea just to see how much I could get done and how fast I could get it done. So I was at the bus stop this morning at 6 a.m. The first bus at my resort, All Star Movies, arrived at 6:18 a.m. I was in front of Animal Kingdom, which is literally a 7-minute bus ride, and that was it. So I was there by 6:30 a.m. So they lined us up there at security. About 7:15 is when they let us into security. Then we went to the touch points where we actually scan in. And then from there, about 7:22 is whenever they let us into the park. And then it was just like, from there. So I did record it. I went through the entire thing. I vlogged it. I'm getting all of my information. When I got off Flight of Passage and I saw that Navi River Journey was at 20 minutes and everything else still had a 5-minute wait, I was like, okay, let's do this. So in these instances, now it was it's after the holiday, so 2 days after the holiday. So that means the crowds went down a little bit. It is still a weekend day though. So, that kind of is two things right there. But the biggest thing is I was able to hit all of the rides except for Cali River Rapids. I just really was not in the mood to get wet today. I apologize. But I still could have gotten it done even with a 10-minute wait. But my point is I had a grab and go breakfast. I did not stop. I went from one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. So not every family is going to have the ability to do that. However, still up until I left, and I left about noon, Everest was still sitting at a 20-minute wait. It was fluctuating between 25 and 35 minutes. Of course, Dinosaur was not. So if you try that scenario out, and if you have the ability to, grab and go breakfast is your best friend. So having just little snacks in there and just eating while you're in line until it can hold you over until lunch. Most of the places did not open until 10:30, 10:45, or 11 p.m. And let me tell you, when it finally got to that point, I was starving. And everything that I wanted to try for the holidays was not available. They still had all of the fall offerings. So that just put my whole day upside down as far as food went. So I didn't eat at the places that I wanted to. I literally went around the park like 3 times trying to figure out what in the world sounded good, because I was to the point that I was so hungry and I just didn't know what I wanted to eat. So I ended up trying out some things that I wanted to try to see how good they were, and they were those quick service things that are on the lower cost end, and I'll put that in the next slide and go over those details. Now we're here in a very lively Hollywood Studios. We got the acapella group going up here. We got Christmas all around us. Oh, it's hustling and bustling. Now I'm gonna go meet Mickey. You know what I'm doing tonight? All about Fantasmic tonight, baby.
Everybody knows it's Christmas time and all the kids will see the gifts under the tree. It's the best time of year for the family. It's a wonderful feeling with the love and the
Tonight, I am. Yes, I haven't seen this show in so long. Have you been working on it forever? Are you glad it's finally done? Yes. Can you show me how you do the magic? Watch. I'm watching. Okay.
Just getting ready. Awesome! That's way to go. Nice job.
Walking up to Fantasmic. Fantasmic night. Get it? Okay, so I watched both showings tonight, and I tested out different things back to back. So number one, I got in line at the 90-minute mark for for the 7:30 show. So I got in line actually about 5:40, and did the whole process there. Not to mention I needed to get in there, and I filmed a whole bunch as well. And then for the second showing, I literally walked up and I sat on the bench to see how big the line was going to be, how late they let people in. I walked into the theater at 8:55, which was 5 minutes for the second showing. So that was really cool. Let's see here. First showing was a lot more packed than the second showing. I will say, getting into the theater that early gave me a much better straight-on view of the show. So my vlog of it is going to be a lot better than what I posted on stories. walking up at the last minute. I was on the sides of the theater, so my view wasn't straight on. It was still good, don't get me wrong, but the view that I had for the first showing, so much better. Now, that may change whenever dining packages come in, so dining packages haven't started yet. Dining package seating is going to be front and center, and going to have much better spots. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to put a box here, and if you have any questions about it, please let me know. Just real quick, when you go into the theater, keep your stroller with you. You will park it up in the theater, so you don't have to park it down here on the street, so keep it with you. Number 2, there are bathrooms in the theater, so if you get in there early, you don't have to come all the way back out to go to the bathroom. It is up there in the theater. Number 3, there are refreshment stations there, so you can get things like nachos, popcorn, pretzels. I got corn dog nuggets and chips, Coke, beer, that kind of thing. If you want better food to take in there, then get a quick service meal out in the park to go, and then you can take it in there and sit and eat if you don't want just the theme parky kind of food. So like I said, if you have any other questions, I'll put that box right here. I am walking out of a very empty Hollywood Studios. This is by far my favorite part, just the ambiance of it. I just love it so much, especially Christmas vibe. So I am a vintage Christmas girl, so Santa is like my thing. Of course, I mean, Mickey's my thing, why wouldn't Santa be my thing? So just to see all the vintage things all over the park, which I will go way more into the holiday happenings in a couple of days when I'm back in Hollywood Studios. So tonight was strictly just Fantasmic coverage, and that was it. So tomorrow I will be in Magic Kingdom. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be in Magic Kingdom late. I am going to sleep in. There's a few things that I need to get done work-wise before I can hit the parks. It does close at 11, so I can be there pretty much all day. So I'll cover all the holiday happenings in Magic Kingdom tomorrow. Thank you for following along today. Have a magical night. And it was so nice to meet you too. I've actually met quite a few of you this trip, which has been really awesome. It's only day 2. Okay, so for the first showing, I actually got in line for Fantasmic at 5:40. They started letting us in right at that time whenever I got in line. For the second showing, I did not get in line until 8:55 p.m. Good morning, breakfast of champions this morning, getting a little work done. I ordered off the kids menu from the food court this morning, so I just got 2 Mickey shaped waffles, bacon, and a sausage. So don't forget, you can order off the kids menu if you're adult at quick service locations. Also, just one of those strange things, I'm so glad that I just happened to put a small little strip in here for like plugs, because these big huge blocks for laptops don't fit in the plugs here, so I'm still able to sit at a table and use the plug. So if you have like a ton of things that you need to plug in at night, I would bring a cord with you just in case. As of right now, no, it is not on Genie Plus. So I'm sure Disney will look at the data. Whenever dining packages come in, they'll look at how many dining packages they're selling and how many people they can get into the theater, plus what the standby lines are looking like, having the 2 shows, taking 1 show away. There's so many things that go into adding that to Genie Plus, and if it's worth it or if they even need to. So if it changes, I promise to keep you updated though. 12 noon in the afternoon, and I am just now heading to Magic Kingdom. Real quick weather update. All right, it is 75 degrees and a little bit overcast. You can see a little bit of blue sky behind me, but for the most part it's overcast, and it's a little cooler today. So early in the week it was 71, but it was humid and hot. So this just gives you an idea of the difference in what the weather can be. So right now I am in just a t-shirt and then my holiday pants, and I'm very comfortable. I did pack a light long sleeve shirt for this evening because it is supposed to get in the 60s tonight. So layers are key. Even if it's just 1 layer, a jacket, a sweatshirt, just a long sleeve shirt, that is going to be key during the time frame when you have the weather in the 60s and 70s. Just taking in the sights. I've been in here for roughly an hour. So walking into Magic Kingdom at noon on a late day Let's see here. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is sitting at 105 wait. Jingle Cruise is at an 85-minute wait. What else did I look at? Let's see here. Pirates of the Caribbean was sitting at a 60-minute wait. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at wait time-wise. So what I'm going to do, so whenever you need a late day like that, when you come into a park like Magic Kingdom, what you really want to look for is doing shows, maybe possibly meeting a few characters. I will say, like meeting the princesses and Mickey, their wait times right now are sitting at 50 minutes. So even those are going to be longer waits. So so when you come in on a late day, just kind of take in the sights, get your pictures done, and just kind of wait for rides to kind of go down. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hit things a little bit later in the evening and then after Enchantment. Walked around the entire park, just taking a look at everything, taking it all in, also kind of getting my bearings for the party, so I know like where the photo booths are, where Santa's gonna be, you know, so I really can strategize my Mickey's Very Merry Christmas party, which I'm very excited about. Right now I'm having my tried and true, which is Pecos Bill, the nachos. Magic Kingdom is my least favorite park to eat in. I think I've said that before, but this is always my go-to. But I did also get the Texas size sweet potato pie, which is one of the holiday offerings because I'm making a holiday video for Magic Kingdom. So I'll show you the pictures and the prices of the two things that I've gotten so far. Spot that I just got. All right, so standing at Pecos Bill, let me turn you around. Sitting here watching the Festival of Fantasy Parade and eating lunch. It's awesome. It was good. It had good flavor. It was fairly large, and it wasn't just full of masa. Sometimes, you know, you can get a tamale and just masa, and then you get little bitty meat. But the meat inside is pork, but it also had another consistency with it, so I'm not exactly sure what else they put in there. Now, I know that tamale making is, it's basically an art, so depending on what family or where you're from is how they make their tamales. So I've had tamales where everything is just mixed in with the masa, like the vegetables. I've had so many different tamales from all over the place, actually. But for a Disney World tamale, it was not bad, and the two sauces on it were really good as well. For the Texas size sweet potato pie, it's total flavor profile of Christmas and just the holidays in general. What I really liked about it is it's not overly sweet, so yeah, that meringue is really tasty, and then it's a cold pie, so really great on a warmish day. Let's talk Magic Band Plus here for a minute. So I haven't really touched on it too much just because I was trying to get to all the parks, just kind of see how it worked and what the big deal was, and honestly, is it worth it right now for the price tag that it is? I'm gonna say no, unless you're diehard about doing Galaxy's Edge and becoming a bounty hunter and that kind of thing. So I feel kind of silly waving at statues that don't do anything, because that's literally what you're doing. You're just kind of waving. You walk by stuff and it zings on you, but when you turn around to find out what it is, there's nothing there. Or when you wave at a statue, it does not work. So it is kind of cool. It did light up and buzz during Fantasmic. That was cool. It also did it during Harmonious. I'm also going to see what it's going to do tonight during Disney Enchantment. But right now, I'm sure more features will be coming in the future. But right now, the price tag is, for what it's doing, not worth it. I literally had the best day just walking around and just taking in all of the Christmas. I have not ridden one ride, and I think I'm about to. But I watched the Christmas tree lighting down there, so that happens right after dusk. It's really quick, really simple, nothing huge. I wish it would have been a little bit darker so that when the lights came on, it was a little bit more ooh, but it was really still cool. The lights are really coming alive on Main Street right now. All of the candles that are in the wreaths are twinkling, or flickering. It's flickering because it's a candle. Super cute, and then all the holiday music. I've literally just walked up and down Main Street probably for the last 30 minutes just taking it all in. So it is beautiful. They're testing Tron. Did you see it? Did you see it? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. It's like no matter where I go, it's too dark. But look, there we go. I got the peppermint sundae from the ice cream parlor. The sucker is huge. It was $8.29. All right, so I'll tell you how it is this second. Absolutely shareable. The ice cream is very soft. Actually, it's not like overpowering. However, the candy cane chunks, you know, whenever you're chewing, it gets stuck in your teeth. But really good, really cold. It's huge. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this whole thing, but so magical. Got the castle changing into all of its holiday design. So it changes about, I'm going to time it, but I want to say like last year it was every 15 minutes. So, but I'll let you know here in a minute. Okay, it is 8:35. It is after Disney Enchantment. I just made my way through the crowd as quickly as possible. Park closes at 11 p.m. Let's just see how much we can get done. I just walked the ramp, and then right when I got to the next cast member, before they started, you know, zigzagging us back and forth, they asked for a party one. I was a party one. I walked on. So now I didn't even get to film because I wasn't ready. Okay, next ride. Let's go.
I humbly accept this magnificent treatment.
Look at the castle. All right, hold on. Got another hill. I got you. Here we go. Yeah, I got you. Hold on.
It's so funny. Everybody that was on mine train with me, pretty much like the entire car, we are all hoofing it to Peter Pan. We literally have 2 minutes to get in line. I think we're gonna do it. Well, that was an adventure after Disney Enchantment tonight. Well, I hit all the rides that I had listed in my head. So let's see if I can remember. Oh, sorry. So Space Mountain was first, by the way. That went so quickly I didn't even get to show you, and then I realized I didn't even get to let you know what I went on. So Space Mountain was first. After that, I went to Pirates. After that was Big Thunder. Then I went to Haunted Mansion, and then Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then Peter Pan with 2 minutes to go, baby. So after Disney Enchantment, when the park closes at 11 o'clock, is a good strategy, especially if you want to take a break in the middle part of that day. Man, I was here from 12 o'clock on. That middle part of the day was just packed. It was so packed. The ride waits were long. So I was just kind of going around and really just checking everything out. And then I decided, well, let's ride after Disney Enchantment. My first full force, all the way 100% here, holiday season to come and visit. So I really spent the day going around Magic Kingdom and really seeing what the difference is between Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and then what it's like in Magic Kingdom. So I will say that Magic Kingdom is beautiful, magical, but most of the Christmas stuff is happening on Main Street. The tree, the decor on Main Street, the music. As you get into the lands, yes, you'll see touches of Christmas, but you'll also hear just normal music as you're going around. So it's business as usual in the rest of the park. There were Christmas projections on the castle right before Disney Enchantment, but again, most everything is centered on Main Street. So they're really saving a lot of like the full force feel of Christmas for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which I will be at tomorrow. Tomorrow is a non-park day for me, so it's the middle of my trip, and what do I always say? Sleep-in day. So tomorrow is going to be a sleep-in day. I am also going to be in Disney Springs. I want to go see the Christmas tree stroll. I want to go eat at Jack Lindsay's bar. And I want to go get the holiday cookie at Gideon's Bakehouse. So I will be spending a couple hours in Disney Springs tomorrow. I will also be vlogging that as well, but I'll share stuff on here. And then tomorrow night will be full force Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I will probably be arriving at Magic Kingdom about 3:15 just to kind of observe and see what the lines are like before the party, you know, and get all of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave a box here for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. If there's anything that you want me to touch on tomorrow night as you're following along and you're getting ready for your trip coming up, y'all have a magical night. Afternoon from Disney Springs. All right, as soon as I got into Disney Springs, a lot later than I wanted to get in today, but I still had a lot of work that I needed to get done, so I'm all caught up and we are good to go. But now I am in line for Gideon's Bakehouse. I'm going to send you a screenshot of the offerings for December. So a new menu started, and it started, it was either 2 days ago or 3 days ago, so I cannot wait to get the new holiday offerings. Finally, I've literally been having this taste in my mouth all morning long. All right, Gideon's. This is the Krampus cold brew, which is basically chocolate mint. Oh my gosh. It's like cold hot chocolate mint flavored. It's so good. What I love about Gideon's coffees is that they are not overly sweet. I love that so much. Now, for this bad boy, I got the Bon Krampus, cookie, which is the chocolate mint. So this is Andy's mint, sea salt, chocolate chips, and then literally a chocolate cookie. So it's just messy, because it's so hot, it's already melting. It's like chocolate on chocolate with that mint. Oh my gosh, it is so rich. It's so good. On my list, I joined a virtual queue for meeting Santa again. I just wanted to go through the process and everything, and you know, you can't have too many trips for Santa. You got to make sure that you're going to get what you ask for. So I'm just double and triple checking to make sure he's got my list and he knows what I want this year. So you can join the virtual queue to be able to meet him, and that's the only way that you're able to do that. Virtual queue opens up, I do believe it is 4 times a day, which is 9 a.m., 12 noon, which is when I join the virtual queue, 3 p.m., and if I'm not mistaken, 6 p.m. So when you get to Disney Springs, you can just tap those 3 horizontal lines on the bottom right of your phone, and then on that screen that it brings up, you're going to go to join virtual queues. Then you're going to tap Disney Springs and then join the virtual queue, and then you will be good to go, and you'll get a text or a notification when your meeting group is ready. Time for the Christmas tree stroll. All right, so when I was little, my mom would every year theme our trees differently. So that has just been a tradition that I grew up with, and now I love to do that. So I love to collect things throughout the year, find different Christmas things. So my trees have either been a Hispanic tree or they've been Santa, and now I'm really beginning to collect like Disney things as well, and I have quite a few, so I'm thinking about getting a little inspiration from the trees around here and then making one for my office this year. Okay, this is free to do, so you can pick up your mat at Uniqlo. You're going to have to go to the second floor. Once you go to the second floor, you're going to either take a right or a left and go in the back right-hand corner of the store. They really make you work for getting this free thing, but that's where it is. And then let me show you on the inside. They have the map of the entire Disney Springs area, and it's going to come with stickers. So as you're walking through and you find the trees, then you put the stickers in the corresponding place, and then you go back to Uniqlo after you're done and you get your button. Also, don't start shopping or anything until you get your map, because there are coupons all through in this as well. So this tree is themed after Guardians of the Galaxy. So just the detail in this is just amazing. Now, these will look a lot prettier at night, but tonight I've got Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, so I'm doing this all during the day. They have an Encanto tree, they have a Coco tree, they have a Moana tree. It's just so cool. Out there, a Indiana Jones fan, so I grew up on those movies. I love them, and we're at Jack Lindsay's Hangar Bar right now for the holiday offering. So I love this so much because it overlooks the lagoon, and I just love a good outside seating, bar, music, atmosphere. So I am going to be ordering off the holiday menu. So far I am starting out with what is a Yule Mule, and this is Bombay Sapphire Gin, ginger beer, cranberry juice, rosemary simple syrup, holly leaf sugar. All right. Oh gosh, that if you could smell that rosemary. Got a little on me. Oh, that is good. Oh, that's really good. I love the cup. Oh my goodness. And I'm also going to be getting the holly flatbread, so I'll show that to you whenever it comes out. Oh, and this was $13.50, the Yule Mule. Alright, so I got the holly flatbread, which is black forest ham, French brie, watercress, Granny Smith apple shavings, pomegranate, and a lemon vinaigrette. This thing is very light, which is exactly what I need because it is still kind of warm out today, but all the flavors of this is just really, really good. Yeah, I like this a lot, and this is $9. Cannot tell you how much I have enjoyed this, and I probably could sit here for another couple hours. The breeze is beautiful, the music, the ambiance is perfect. I love to sit and people watch and just take it all in, and I love a good outside bar. Oh yeah, it is just beautiful, but I have like 45 minutes and I need to be at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So the next time you see me, I will be in a different outfit, ears on, and a Magic Kingdom. Officially in the door for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. All right, so I was at my bus at my resort at 4 p.m. It is now, oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I do believe it's like right at 4:30, and I was in the door. So when I walked up, they were really moving people through, scanning them in, so the lines were not long. They had a good 10 to 15 stalls open to move everybody through. They had a ton of cast members there giving you your wristbands to get through the door. It literally took me 2 minutes to get scanned in, get my wristband, and get in the door. So not a long wait at all. If you are in the park on the day of your Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, there are places throughout the park to go and get your wristband, get your pamphlet for the Mickey's Not So Scary, or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and your ornament. So getting into the park that early was it's interesting, a happy mix. Okay, so everybody getting scanned in for the party, it's really cool, the energy is awesome. Seeing everybody in their holiday getup, their holiday ears, everybody's in like holiday pajamas, which I am loving, next year possibly. But whenever you get into the park, you know, there still are day guests, so it's a mixture of vibes of people that are just here and then people that are here for the party. So we'll see how the vibe changes the later it gets. All right, so I took a walk around to all of the 3 photo ops, and the first one that you come to, which is the Mickey Mouse one, is the most popular because it is the first one that you come to. I went to Adventureland, and then I also went to Tomorrowland, and the lines for those photo ops were not long at all. So in the beginning, go ahead and get those photo ops done. I just went up to the front of the park just to kind of check Jack and Sally, and it is 5:30 and their wait is 120 minutes. So I'm telling you, if Jack and Sally are on your list, that needs to be one of the first things that you do, getting here at 4 o'clock so that you're not in line during the party. I decided to go ahead and get something to eat before the party officially started. I made my rounds and did everything that I wanted to do and wanted to see and wanted to cover before the party officially begins. So I went to Casey's and I got the holiday dog. Gonna be honest, I was really skeptical about getting this because I like my hot dogs just to be plain, nothing on them. Sometimes chili and cheese, but you know, not all this stuff. But it has cheese curds, funnel cake, stuffing, and then a cranberry sauce on it, and it's actually really good. I was really surprised on how all the flavors went together, and this was $12.49 just for a regular sized dog. That hasn't bothered me on other trips is for some reason getting on my nerves this time. All right, quick service location drinks. Disney does not put lids on drinks, so it's a health thing. Even their straws are paper straws. So if they're huge, they're flimsy whenever they really sit there for a little bit, and it's just too much to drink all at once. So Either bring a cup that has a lid that you can pour it into you so you can walk around with it in the park, or don't get the fountain drinks when you order quick service locations, and get a bottled drink like at a gift shop or at a kiosk or something like that. That is probably what I should have done instead of getting the fountain drink. And I mean, I'm like 4th day in, I knew better. So just one of those weird things that is just bugging me this trip. Update on the night so far. Alright, so I was able to get in line at 6:30 for Space Mountain, and that was a rush, especially to be able to see the entire track. I only waited about 10 minutes, so that really was not bad. After that, I went to my first cookie stop, and that was at the lunching pad, which is right across from Space Mountain. I got the sugar cookie and the apple cider, and this is just like one of those soft sugar cookies that you can get at the grocery store. The second stop, I did the chocolate chip cookie, which is at the Pinocchio Village House, and then I got hot chocolate. Hot chocolate is really good. If it wasn't so hot tonight, it would be perfect, but it's a little hot for tonight for me. And then I've been on Tomorrowland Speedway, which was really cool. 10-minute wait roughly, and then I went on Teacups as well, and that one was also roughly about a 10-minute wait. Remember on my Epcot day when I told you I was going to get cookie drunk? I don't think I can have another bite of another cookie. I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 cookies sitting in front of me that I just cannot eat. I cannot possibly have one more cookie. And I've had like 3 cups of hot chocolate tonight. It was funny. Here we go.
But do you know what my favorite part is? Getting to share it all with the ones I love.
That Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Parade is the most magical, bestest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I am not exaggerating. I can't even put it into words. Just to be on Main Street, which is number one, the best place to be because the snow just adds to the ambiance. The cast members in between, the toy soldiers, and how they were marching down Main Street. Oh my word, I was literally in tears by the end just seeing Santa and just everything. That parade goes on forever and ever, and with every float, with every scene, if you will, you feel something different. The smells with the different floats when the princesses came down, oh my gosh, that was amazing. was literally 2 seconds away from dying, but that ending the night with that stage show was just perfect. It was just the icing on the cake. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. You have to see the stage show. You have to. It doesn't have to be at the end of the night, but you got to make sure that you see the stage show, make sure you see the fireworks, and make sure you see that parade. That just brought all the other chaos all around the party together. From a very holiday Hollywood Studios. All right, today is literally just going to be holiday happenings all around the park. So let's go take a look. I really want to go see Toy Story Land. I want to go see the characters in their holiday stuff. Of course, I'm going to go and just be in Batu just for a little bit today. And just see what holiday stuff we can get into. Spot has been on my list for quite a while, and it is literally the perfect day to be sitting out here right now, out in the middle of everything, watching everybody go by. So Baseline Tap House is basically, it's considered a lounge, so you just walk up, walk in, and order. It has beers on tap, it does have wine, it has just a few things to eat, like this beef puff, a charcuterie board, a fruit board, a beer pretzel, that kind of thing. So I got the orange hard cider, and this is incredible. It is literally perfect. Not sweet in any way, so it is a dry, hard cider, but I love anything orange. This beef puff is to die for. There is a lot of beef in here. Within the puff itself, there are fennel seeds, and you can really taste that through, but it adds so much flavor to this thing. The beef puff is also very light, so it's not like seriously heavy. And then the olive salad is actually really good as well. Oh, I just dropped it. But this met my expectation. Would absolutely get this again. It is officially 12:02. It is experimentation time, and I'm going to need your help throughout the entire day. So first up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the rides, and I'm going to look for a wait time that I am willing to wait for a ride. I'm going to test it out and see how it is. No Genie Plus, no nothing. I just really want to see what the wait times are looking like, and then I really want feedback from you as far as how long you're willing to wait for certain rides. So first up, here we go.
Flight engineer, prepare next. Hit your flashing buttons.
Coaster, back to back, baby. Okay, so I tested out both ways, both regular standby line and single rider. There we go, I lost my words. All right, so whenever I got in line, it was posted a 40-minute. When I was about halfway through, it jumped up to 90 minutes. I actually waited 81. So what made it do that was all the people that were coming through for their Genie Plus Lightning Lane. I did notice that by the time I got off the ride, it had gone back down to 50 minutes. So when I got off the ride, I checked ride waits for everything else, and there wasn't anything that I was willing to wait that long for, so I wanted to just go ahead and test out the single rider line. So posted single rider line was posted wait time was 50 minutes, single rider line I waited 16, so back to back.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be at flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a first-order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pokhara.
Feeling up myself. Isn't it so weird how, so I was looking at Toy Story Mania and it's sitting at 50 minutes. I'll wait 45, especially, if it's a busy day like today. But sometimes just that 5 minutes is just like, yeah, do I really want to do it? But I'm going to instead go sit and get something to eat real quick and see if I can get it down, to go down just a little bit. But it's just so funny how that 5 minute difference just makes all the difference. Sure what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting maybe just a little bit of authenticity taste. None whatsoever. The tortillas on this, especially when you've had real ones, no. The pickled onions on this, the vinegar on it is so strong that it's literally overpowering everything. It's overpowering the salsa on it, and then the pork, the carnitas itself, and then literally just no taste to the black beans or the rice. None. We're waiting for this beauty. So this is also an ABC commissary in Hollywood Studios, and this is a spiced cake with apple pie filling, buttercream maple topping. Yeah, let's get into this. Literally so many different flavors going on with this thing, but it is really good. Like, it is a spiced cake. You really got that cinnamon, that sugar, the apple pie filling. There's only a little bit, but that buttercream frosting, that maple buttercream frosting, oh my gosh, it is so soft and silky and so good. This is worth it.
Folks, we're ready for a relaxing ride around the porch. Hiya, folks! Hello there! How are you? Hey, Mick and Leah! You're in the good center of our bank! The porch filled with babies! What could possibly go wrong?
That is a wrap for today and the rides. Okay, so thought process behind today. So for the past 4 trips, I have done Genie Plus in Hollywood Studios, and honestly, I kind of got spoiled. So I had to kind of force myself out of doing Genie Plus and having that luxury, if you will, of skipping the line. So I really wanted to test it, and I started literally when rides were at their longest, at 12 noon. Midday. So thank you so much for everybody for responding and kind of giving me feedback. I just kind of wanted to see what the general census is out there for Disney fans, so that I can relay that to newcomers that are coming to the parks, to give you an idea of what good wait times are and what is worth it for certain rides. So here's the breakdown. Was Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So the majority of the responses that I got were between 30 and 45 minutes. For me, it's 45 minutes. There were a few hours in there, like they'll wait 60 minutes. I think that'll be a good wait time if the park is like packed. So if it's like holiday time, that is a good wait time. So Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run will fluctuate throughout the day. So it really did, it would jump from 30 minutes to 55 minutes, go back down to 40 minutes. So if you wait that one out, if it's, midday and it's like the 75, 85, 90 mark, just wait a little bit and it will fluctuate down to probably that 30, 45 minute wait. Number 2 was Rock and Roller Coaster, so that's another one. So most responses that I got back were 45 minutes to an hour. Most of them were at the 45-minute range, though. So now that one did get up quite high today. It got up to the 90-minute mark because I was in that one whenever it jumped to the 90-minute mark. But that one will also fluctuate throughout the day. Also keep in mind, single rider line. If your party doesn't mind splitting up, single rider line is another really good way to get in that ride, and with a low wait. Number 3, surprisingly, was Rise of the Resistance. I really was expecting to really get on that a bit later in the evening, but whenever I saw that the wait was at 65 minutes, I just wanted to try it to see how long it was going to be. So most of the responses I got for that one were between 60 and 80 minutes. Some even went up to 90 minutes. That ride is really incredible and worth a 90-minute wait, absolutely. Got lucky on Slinky Dog Dash. Slinky had gone down for a good 45 minutes, and I happened to open my app and it was sitting at 40 minutes. So I hooked it over there really quick so I could get in there at a 40-minute wait. As whenever I got off, it jumped up to 85, and then within 30 minutes after that, it was at a 115-minute wait again. So that one holds a long wait, literally all the way up until the end of the night. So the response from most of you was between 45 and 60, again sitting at the 45-minute range. So but that one will hold long waits. Really good to rope drop that one or wait until the end of the night. I'm also at that 45 to 60-minute mark as far as waiting for it. I won't wait for that ride though in the middle of the day because there's literally no shade, and I mean no shade, and that line is so hot. So keep that in mind if you're going in the summer. Last 3 rides of the night that I did: Toy Story Mania, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and then Tower of Terror. So the reason why that the ride waits were so short compared to what was posted was because everybody was getting in line for the first showing of Fantasmic. So keep that in your back pocket, especially if you're coming during the holidays or in the next couple of weeks, because there's going to be 2 showings of Fantasmic. So as people are getting in line to go see that one, the ride waits will be posted a little bit lower. So the census from y'all on Toy Story was about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm the same on that one. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was about 45 minutes. I'm the same on that one. And then Tower of Terror was in the 60 minutes, that y'all will wait up to 60 minutes for that one. So, but again, the reason why my waits were so low is because of when I rode them. So, real talk. All right. So the next couple of weeks, crowds are going to start inching up because of, holiday. We're getting into peak holiday time. So what that means is Genie Plus is going to be inching up. So when it comes to strategies and deciding on if you're going to pay for an individual lightning lane, if you're going to pay for Genie Plus or what it is, just remember the different strategies that you have. All right, you've got rope drop. If you're staying on site, get as many things done as you can at that rope drop time. And then in the morning, that's what I did in Animal Kingdom. I really knocked everything out in 2 hours. I knocked just about everything out. Of course, then decide how long you will wait for something. That way you know when you're going to go get in line for it. And then, of course, at the end of the night is going to be another thing. And then you have the tools there if you want to pay for individual lightning lane or Genie Plus. I purposely did this trip without Genie Plus and without individual lightning lanes to show that it can be done. Social media can really be a FOMO that you're not going to have this magical vacation if you don't spend an ungodly amount of money on individual lightning lanes or on Genie Plus, but that's just not the case. So I really wanted to show coming in late in Hollywood Studios, okay, number 1, and then number 2, showing you that what you want to wait for a ride, when you want to go, and that kind of thing, and then showing you what the wait time is, and then versus what I actually waited. And I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow in Magic Kingdom. So I'm not going to do Genie Plus. I'm not going to do anything. I am going to rope drop Seven Dwarfs Mine Train only because I am recording it for how to rope drop the e-ticket rides. So I will be there for that. But for the rest of the day, I am not going to use Genie Plus or anything. And Magic Kingdom closes at 6 because there's a Make Us Very Merry Christmas party. End with this. All right, so for those of you that are traveling like Christmas week, New Year's Eve week, that kind of thing, that's a whole other animal on its own as far as crowds and ride waits go. So you're going to need to tack on another 30-45 minutes of what you'll wait, if rides are going to be your big thing. That is really when you want to rope drop if you possibly can, and then wait until the end of the night. Those midday crowds for that holiday time is just going to be an insane amount of people. So just have the right expectation going into if you're here for Christmas and if you're here for New Year's, okay? So just be ready. Morning from a very chilly Magic Kingdom. Here we go. We're going to start out this day with a bang. All right, so I semi-rope drop Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. The park actually opens at 8 o'clock this morning instead of 9 like normal because there's a party tonight. So early entry was 7:30. So I got here right at 7:30, which is going to give you a good idea of what the wait time is if you're running a little bit late and things, things happen. So we got in line, and then today I'm going to give you the rundown of everything that I'm going to try to hit before the park closes at 6 p.m. The list that I shared with you, I had asked y'all about, what, a week and a half, 2 weeks back, what you thought of Magic Kingdom, what were the rides that came to mind. So I took a compilation of all of those rides, and those are the rides that that guests want to hit whenever they come to Magic Kingdom. So that is the list I am going off today.
Nightmare before Yom Kippur. Yeah. Didn't do as well commercially, but I still like it. Now right up ahead of Boats and Baits and Bites, we are celebrating Piranha, the Festival of Bites. And we have all your favorite fish offerings, including piranha, gefilte. And if you're looking for something light, try the salmon. It's less acidic.
The best skipper. My word, he was hilarious. You have to go on the Jingle Cruise. The jokes are even better during the holidays. Oh my gosh.
Fight the lubber aloft, lady! Spur me, Captain! 'Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
That this sausage gravy is the bomb. Oh my gosh, it is so good. We are sitting at 2 hours after official park opening. Oh my goodness. See? 10 o'clock. Peter Pan is sitting at a 55-minute wait. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is sitting at a 65-minute wait. And also, I need you to keep in mind, I totally forgot to mention this today, that this is a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party Day. So I wanted to be here intentionally on this day to see what ride waits were on a party day. This will come in handy for those of you that are mainly just visiting Magic Kingdom and mainly one other park. That'll kind of give you an idea on if you want to focus one day on just rides in Magic Kingdom, because the ride waits are lower, and so far they are. They're pretty walk-on. I do believe that throughout the day, though, it's going to get higher and higher. But I'll keep you updated. So that's why I'm keeping you updated on what things are on today and then how long I wait.
Your cadaverous power betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis.
And luck. Wait, no, it began when King Triton asked Sebastian to keep an eye on Ariel. Wait, no, it began when King Triton got old man and Ursula took Ariel's voice and... I've been working too hard sorting Ariel's human stuff.
I like the train.
Hi, Peter.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Where are you off to today? What adventure are we off to today?
Well, right now I'm looking for Tinkerbell.
Oh, you are? Oh,
We're
what
playing
do you-
hide and seek.
Oh, you are? Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you find her.
Thank you.
At 4 o'clock, I am officially done with my list. So, I was really hoping that the 3 o'clock parade was going to make Peter Pan go down, and it did. Technically, not really sure what happened, but boy, that wait was a long time. Long time. I honestly should have done that right after Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but I decided to go with the Jungle Cruise or Jingle Cruise just because I knew it was literally going to be a walk-on, because when I hit it, the park had just opened to all the other regular guests. So I told myself, let's just go ahead and knock it out. But since I was close to Peter, I should have done that first thing in the morning right after Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. But you live and you learn. Hello from a very chilly Epcot. All right, I was feeling ramen tonight, so we're gonna go visit World Showcase just for a little bit and go to Katsura Grill and get some ramen. I like the ramen better at the Morimoto Asia street food place, but I wanted to be in a park tonight and not Disney Springs. So we're gonna go just kind of meander around World Showcase for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go hit up Hollywood Studios one more time. I forgot to film one thing on Sunset Boulevard for the holiday happenings. So those will be the last 2 parks for the night, and then that will be the end of my trip. Sorry, things ended abruptly in Magic Kingdom. My phone lost battery. It went dead. So I went back to the resort, charged it up, and then we'll go into all of the details on Magic Kingdom Day here in the next couple days. But let's go eat. Tell you that hit the spot. Oh my gosh, that hit the spot. It's a nice cool night. That was perfect. I brought some those hot cider packets I brought with me, so I brought one in with me. I got some hot water, so now I'm just walking through World Showcase with all the Christmas music. I'm about to head over to the Skyliner and head over to Hollywood Studios. Side note though, with the ramen, you can take that to go and it heats up very well in the microwave, like back at your resort. I'm very particular about what I heat up in the microwave. I can only heat up certain things because, you know, nothing ever tastes the same once it's heated up, but that does. Either one, the ramen from Katsura Grill or the ramen from Morimoto Asia Street Food. So either one, just in case you ever wanted to get a bowl and just take it back and then just have it for later, it heats up good. Hey, I have ended my trip in my favorite park with Snow. Thank you so much for following along. It has been a magical, merry week. I will be quiet for the next 2 days. Tomorrow I'll be traveling home, and then on Saturday I'm going to rest. And so everybody, if you have questions, gather those together, and we will start full force on Sunday with Q&A Sunday. And then I'll have all my videos out for next week for any of you traveling within the next couple weeks for the holiday season. And we will go from there. Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all have a magical night.